fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Now Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen puts it on the carpet. It's out. And to the 46 he goes and no further. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now Allen again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, Kamara. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Alvin Kamara taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But for Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running, and the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man, it's Jeudy, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points. Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
56, 56.
To try again after the sack. Allen going deep for Diggs. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one.
Score time, 7-7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job here by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson now off the bootleg. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Williams. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson, and he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Allen off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission. And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So we're in halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time, the break goes against him.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Allen now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Broncos. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here is another interception. picked up by Caden Stearns.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There's Wilson to throw. Out quickly to Judy. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. On second down, Kamara. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On play action, Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. The busy night continues for Williams. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.